Hey, this is Andrew. So, if you want to make a Google business profile for a service area business, that's exactly what I'm about to do. So, this is Andrew from the future, and what you see is my Google business profile currently. I'm going to show you from start to finish what you need to do. It's actually pretty straightforward. So, the first part is just gathering all the information you're going to need to put in your profile. The second part is the verification process, where you're going to need something like a little business card, your tools, and you're going to need to be in the area where you say your business is located, most likely. And then the third thing is once you're finished with the verification and everything, go ahead and flesh out your Google Business profile. Put all your information in there about your services, all of your different categories if you haven't already, and get those reviews. So if you want to see how I did this, and you can see all my mistakes and learn from them along the way, then stick around. Hey there, this is Andrew. So there's a few things that I want to just guide you through before you start your journey with setting up a Google business profile. If you follow these steps, everything should be pretty dang smooth, okay? It's important to follow these steps though, all right? So the very first step is deciding, can you even have a Google business profile? And this is what Google says. If your work is entirely remote, pardon me, they say to qualify for business profile, a business must make in-person contact with customers during its stated hours. So more or less, like, if you can, go and shake somebody's hand during your business hours, um, then most likely you can do this. All right. Otherwise, if you're just, entirely remote, then this is probably not going to work out for you. The next step is just, read their guidelines. They're right here. I'll, have this document available for you. So you just click the link, read the guidelines. It's going to help you avoid a lot of mistakes. And then you decide, okay, what kind of business am I? And they got three options. So one is you got a physical location. The second one is you're a business like a plumber where you go out to people, but you don't have a storefront. And then the last one is a hybrid business. Let's say you are a restaurant that also does delivery, then that would probably be this kind of business, a hybrid. Moving on. So this is informed by real experience. I created a Google business profile, and these are the steps that I've developed after the fact. So you get to learn from my mistakes. So where do we start? So you're going to want to set up an email. And I would advise making it different from your personal email. Have a business email, have a personal one, keep them separate. It's much better. And then you want to have your stuff ready because you want to do the verification. I would advise the video one. It's just a lot faster, I've heard. And what that's going to require depends on the type of business you're representing. For me, it was a service area business. I didn't have a storefront, so what I was showing was my street sign. I showed my equipment, which was a computer and a business card. All right. You want to be in the right spot, so whatever address you give to Google, you want to make sure that you're there for the video verification. Like I said, have all your equipment ready. Um, Make sure to only show what you need to show in the video. So I would say like start, kind of plan out what things you're going to show them. And then what I did is I just covered my phone so they couldn't see anything until I got to the next thing I wanted to show because I didn't want to show anyone's face or anything like that. Now, okay, yeah, this could be done before. So what do you want to call your business? That can have an effect on how high your Google business profile can rank. So if you're not, dead set on some specific name for your business, you could take a look with some keyword tools to see what kind of words people are using. So for me, I created a tech help Google business profile. So I was looking for keywords around that, and tech help actually is a keyword people are searching for. So I just decided, hey, I'll just make that part of my name. So I made it Schaefer Tech Help. So yes, you can have keywords that can kind of give you a ranking boost. Now, this is a step that I, was not really told in a lot of YouTube videos. This is a really important one that's going to help you out. So for the phone verification, make sure that you've enabled three things. You want to enable the camera, you want to enable the location, and microphone. So that's kind of going to your browser settings and saying, hey, allow camera, allow microphone, and allow location for the Chrome browser or whatever browser you're using during the Google verification. That can save you a lot of headache, right? And then after that, when you start the Google verification, it's going to walk you through everything. So just kind of do what it says, you'll be fine. To kick it off, they're going to have you. So how I started was on my computer, and then they give you a QR code. You scan the QR code, and then you're off to the races. And then after that, you'll just wait a little while for them to verify, approve it. And while they're doing that, you can flesh out your Google Business Profile, put in all your information for services and everything. So with that said, let's get into the research part. Like, what are you going to put on your Google Business Profile so that you are ready to go once you do that, verification? You are ready to pop in all that information. Uh, Another thing I would advise, actually, I'll just put it right here. Also, make sure to have as much ready to put into your profile as possible. That's because Google can sometimes uh, trigger, can sometimes suspend accounts for just changing things, especially if it's something big like name of business, phone, um, and I think maybe website. So like things big like that, if it's like a service, like a description of like one of your services, is probably less likely to trigger a suspension. But this has happened to me before, so just try to get it done right the first time, okay? But don't stress too much, all right? And that's all. Let's go to the next part. Hey, so we're gonna go look for business categories for a tech help business. So let's do it. We're gonna use a tool called Pleper. So we gotta find it first, right there. But I just wanted to check out the category stuff. See tools. Let's do Google Business categories. Let's do that. So again, we're in Pleper, Google Business Profile categories, full list for 2025. How about that? Okay, so we're gonna go to United States. That's the country. All right, I just clicked Fetch Google Business Profile categories. Okay, now I wanna look up, so I'm just doing Control F. Oh, that's nice. So I hit Command F, and now I'm gonna look up tech. Event data. I'm not seeing it yet. Biotech company. Let's see. Computer. Computer service. That might be a good one. So you don't see me right now, but off on a separate screen, I'm gonna write these down just to like have them available so I can remember them. So I'm just titling a document categories for Google Business Profile. And then I'm gonna list a few. So let's try computer service. That seems like it might work. You can pick more than one, by the way. For the primary category, you only get one, but for the other secondary categories, I have heard that you can have up to 9. Computer repair. Computer consultant. Ooh, that's a good one. So I'm going to just copy that. Put it there. Computer support and services. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. All right. Computer training school. Okay. So we did computer. How about phone? Just curious. Phone repair. Technical. Let's see. Printer. Because I do help people with their printers. Printer repair. Let's see. Digital. What do we have for digital? Let's see. Technology. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to open up a separate tab here and then ask AI for ideas. So I'm going to go to ChatGPT because I'm sort of exhausting my own. So, okay. Give me a list of Google Business profile categories. Good thing I'm a fast typer. For a business that helps people with computer problems, phone, printer, and general tech help. This is not, I do not do computer repair. It's not my area of expertise. I help people use their computers. So I'm not the person fixing the car. I'm the person giving the car a paint job or showing people how to drive a car, if that makes sense. This is not for computer repair. Okay, let's see what it gives me. Phone support service. Ooh, I like that. Let's try that. First, I'm going to take the list and copy it and paste it off on a note separately. You don't see it on the screen, but I just copied it. Oops. Okay. All right, so let's see. Technical support service. I don't think that is a thing. I don't think that's. Oh, come on. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Technical support service. Nope, that's not one. Computer support and services. I think that was one. Yep, and I think I already have it. Yep, I do have that one. Let's see, phone support. No phone support. IT, ooh, that's a good one. IT support. Or how about just IT? IT. Really? Internet? Uh, Maybe I need to capitalize it. I doubt it, but IT. That's weird. Huh, okay. So no IT. There's a list on the side that I'm using. I'm just saying like, yeah, it's there. No, it's not. Electronics. Electronics. Okay. Electronics repair. Electronics. I don't think these apply to me, even though I'm tempted. Okay, let's try software. Software. No. Software does not apply. How about just consultant? Curious how many consultants. A lot. Could just say consultant. That's kind of general though. I'm just putting consultant down. Okay. Media consultant. Okay, I think we're done with the consultant one. Internet. Let's see, internet. Internet marketing. Internet shop, no. I think I typed printer already. Printer. Okay, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT for any more perhaps there's, because sometimes I'll do like kind of custom programming for people, I guess. For information. I'm gonna type information in. That sounds like a good one. Information. Okay, so I have my list. And let's see what it is. Computer service, computer support and service, consultant. Any else? Any of the others? Yeah, I think that's about it. So now what we can do is look at the competitor ones. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Competitors. So we go to maps.google.com and let's just type in Los Angeles so we get a nice big area. Here we go. Okay, so now I'm going to type in tech help. Let's see what I get. Tech help near me. Just like that keyword I showed you. Okay. I wanted it in LA. Why isn't it giving it to me? Search this area. All right. Tech help LA. All right, so now when I click this, Pleper, I have a little Chrome extension here called Pleper. It should get the info. Yeah, there it is. Computer support, computer repair, computer security, computer service, service establishment. Okay, so I'm going to copy all those. That's like basically all the ones I have, plus a few extra generic ones. Okay. So I have that group. Okay, tech guys. So these pretty good ratings. These ones have more 5 stars. Let's see what they have. Tech guys. Computer networking service, computer security, computer service, computer support and services. Okay, and maybe I'll just, this is basically the same list as before. And now I'm going to go to your first tech. You first tech. Okay. Computer data recovery. Okay. So I think we have a solid list. Now it's time to decide like what should be the top category. So what I should have done is copied all of these. Computer repair service. Okay. Because I want to see like what they have as like number 1, number 2, etc. to give me an idea of what category is best to make my primary category. Okay. guys. This is not updating, so let's refresh it. Tech guys, give me Pleper. Where are you at? Where are you at, Pleper? Gonna refresh the page. Sometimes Pleper just falls over. Great. Let's do this. Tech guys, okay. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a spreadsheet. And pop these keywords in. Pardon me, categories. Put the categories in. Actually, second thought, yeah, no, we're going to do that. Okay. They just need a little bit of cleaning up, you could say. All right. So I'm just going to copy all of these and put them into ChatGPT. Please give me a list of categories. In 3 columns with the above. Do not change the order. Each list is associated with a different business. Wonderful. Okay, let's just copy this, put it in a spreadsheet. Why not this one? Let me get rid of this stuff. Okay, there we have it. This is going to give us an idea of what category I should make the primary category. Computer support and services. So I'm going to put, I think this is going to be the primary category right there. So we'll make that green, or maybe I'll make it orange to be like, hey, that's the first. And then all the rest are going to be green. Actually, I did want to check somewhere a little closer to my area. So let's, yeah. Okay. I'm going to look at the San Ynez Valley. Okay. And then I'm going to type in tech help. Okay, there's just one person. So let's see what they got. Computer service. Okay. So I think we're all set. So computer service, it's computer support and services. So I still like that as the primary category. Computer consultant, I also like that because I do essentially consult. I don't like networking. Security service, no. Computer service, yes. Seems a bit redundant though. Put it in. Service establishment. It is a service establishment. Repair, no. Okay. Data recovery. So now I'm just wondering, do I need to have these two because they kind of sound like the same? So computer support and services, computer service. Consultant service establishment. I think this is redundant. So I'm just gonna have these three. Okay, so that's it. I've done my category. This is the business name, the categories, and reviews. Those are like the biggest things you can do to rank a Google Business Profile. So this is like a very important step. So all right. So primary / secondary categories. All right, I have my primary and my secondary. Now you notice I don't need to have 9. I could put 9 in there, but I don't need to do that. So that's it. This is my primary. This is a secondary. This is a secondary, and then we'll be just about ready to start the sign up process. Okay, so we're going to start creating a Google Business Profile. So let's do it. All right, sign up. Create a profile. Okay, let's do create account. For work or my business. Wonderful. You can go either way. Let's do this. Then you enter your stuff. I'm just going to enter some made up stuff here. This is after the fact. This isn't me actually doing my real profile. I did it earlier, but I just didn't record this part, so oh well. The rest of the parts are actual thing. Oh, wow, it's going crazy. Da, da, da. Okay, so this part, you put in your email, or let's see, get a Gmail address instead. Let's see about that. Okay, so now you can enter your own custom email, I guess. Blah, blah, blah. Then you can create a password. Da, da, da. Great. I'm not going to do it, but you get the point. So you're going to start the profile. You're going to enter the email that you already have, preferably a business email. And then you click next, and then it's going to guide you the rest of the way. Cheers. All right, we are at the next step for verifying the Google Business Profile. I chose to do a video verification. I think it's the fastest way. 3 things I need to do. I need to show my surrounding area, my business name on my card, and my business equipment. For the business card thing, I use Canva to quickly create a business card. For my equipment, it should just be like my computer. For surrounding area, that's just, my street signs and whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and start. You might not be able to see everything though. All right, I'm going to start recording then. So right now I'm just filling out a form online. It's asking me for my address. It's the first thing. So I took I used my camera to see the QR code here, and then it directed me to the Google Business Profile form. And now I'm basically doing the same steps again, just on my phone. Same things again. Okay, so now it's instructing me to start from outside. Step well, here are the steps. So tips to getting started. Plan ahead. Make sure you capture all three requirements in one continuous recording. Take your time. Most successful videos are 1 to 2 minutes. Start outside. Capture your business surroundings first before moving inside. Avoid capturing faces or sensitive documents. So I'm just going to be pointing at stuff and then probably covering my screen, um, my video camera, so I don't like have faces of anybody at all, and then we should be good. So I'm going to start outside. I'm going to have to stop this recording temporarily to go ahead and do that. Hey, this is Andrew again. So the Google Business profile that I created is now online. I did not know that it was. I didn't receive, as far as I could tell, any message from Google. They just sort of put it up and without even a word. So I was just waiting around like, where is this thing? So finally, I went onto my Google Chrome. I typed in my business, scrolled through, the other Google Business profiles that I manage, and I saw mine. So you're going to see that pretty soon. My next step, everything looks pretty good so far, but the next step is getting reviews. So it has no reviews, but the great news is when I type in, tech help near me, I see my profile. So that's giving me a good sign that, when people type that in, they'll likely see me. So things are looking good, but let's go check it out. Welcome back. So I just finished the video verification and I had a little bit of a hiccup at the beginning. What you should do before you do this is adjust your settings on your phone. Otherwise, it's going to be a little tricky. So what you want to do is you want to go to your settings. I have an iPhone, so hopefully it's the same for Android. But you'll go to privacy and then camera and make sure that that's like turned on. And the same for privacy microphone and then privacy location services. Once you have all those checked, like it's allowing Google to use those things, then you should be able to do it. And what happened with me is I turned all those on, but I did it too late. So I turned two of them on and tried it, and it didn't work. And then I turned on all three and then tried again, and it still didn't work. In that case, what I would recommend is closing out of your window on your phone and then starting over. Just capture that QR code and start over, and it worked just fine for me. So that's the trick. Now, what I'm going to do is flesh out this account. So all I've done is done the verification. Now I get to plug in all of the information. So I've done descriptions, I've done services, I have all the copy for that. And you can use a tool like ChatGPT or Claude to do that to help you. What I like to do is put in my own information and then have it, write its own version to see if it's better than mine or, you know. Um, and then, uploading a picture and you're on the home stretch. After that comes asking people for reviews. And let's just keep the ball rolling. Hey, so I finished setting up my Google Business profile, and here it is in Google Maps when I type in Schaefer Tech Help. It has this area that I've chosen to show up at. The reason I have it this small is because for this business, I drive out to people, so I don't want to be driving 2 hours to go help someone, unless they want to pay me a lot more. So I keep it to this. Plus, I just don't want to drive that long. What other things can I mention? So what are the most important things? The most important things are having a business name that matches your website. And if you want a little ranking boost, you can put in a keyword. This is a keyword people look for, tech help or tech help near me. So I just named my business Schaefer Tech Help. For reviews, this is very important. You want to get as many of these as you can, and review frequency is a kind of a thing. So if you had 100 reviews one day and then no reviews ever after that, it might look weird to Google. So getting reviews like incrementally is always good. And plus, it's just a good practice if you're doing business. Ask for reviews and just have them coming in regularly. category. So this is my category, computer support, my primary category, computer support and services. I have secondary categories as well. So these three things are probably the most important parts of a Google Business Profile, just having the right category and everything. Uh, yes, I do list like my services and everything. It might not show up here, but it shows up. It can show up uh, on SERPs, on Google search engine result pages. So if I navigate over here, you might see some other things. Yeah, there's my description. And yeah, so this is a good sign. Tech help near me. I'm showing up, so that's awesome. It's a really good exposure. Has this big picture of me and everything. So when people type that in and they're in my area, that's what they see. So this is great. If you have any questions about setting up a Google Business Profile, feel free to hit me up. Happy to help. Cheers.